news in sports is that the Lakers are reportedly targeting Dan Hurley as their next head coach, the UConn head coach. They're reportedly targeting him. Patrick and I talked about it earlier. We're definitely taking an offer that he can't refuse. They have to make him an offer that he can't refuse for him to leave UConn to go to the Lakers. And I mean, the Lakers can make that offer. I like the move. I mean, I'm not saying that it's going to happen, but I do like the Lakers are doing their due diligence. Seems like the reports were they had zeroed in on JJ Redick. Not that there's anything wrong with the JJ Redick thing, but I'm glad that they're pursuing all options. Just try to get the best possible candidate, whoever it is.
No, what I like about the Dan Hurley offer is if you do keep him, if you sign him long term, and you say this is a long term project, and we understand that LeBron is going to move on soon.
Great point.
And so we understand that, and this is more a hire for. We think you can win now because you're a winning coach in college. But we also think you're really good at player development, and you can build us going into the future once LeBron's gone and get our younger talent ready to go. And this is a forward-thinking move in that sense, where JJ Redick may be we think you could be a good coach for a lot of talent, but we don't know your player development at all. That's a zero. We don't know what that could be at all. And then we don't know if you're going to be a guy who's maybe more of a scout for us and maybe moves up in the office and isn't coaching in a few years, and we have to hire another coach. We don't know what that situation is versus Dan Hurley, where you say we feel fully confident in a rebuild with you as a head coach, and we feel fully, we're confident in whatever your situation is, and then we can bring you in some players that'll want to play for you.
Yeah, no, I like I like the way Dan Hurley thinks as a coach. We played several pieces of audio from Dan Hurley on the show. One was him talking about how he studied college football to learn about creating space and spacing. And remember, we also heard the clip of LeBron, speaking of talking about how Eric Spoelstra did something very similar, I think, with Chip Kelly's offense when he was with the Miami. He's still there, but when LeBron James was with the Miami Heat, it just shows you that coaches who are willing to think outside the box. Dan Hurley is one of those types of coaches. He's a great culture guy, great basketball pedigree. He's got basketball in his blood, in his bloodlines. The more I think about the move, especially the point that you just brought up, that this is a move that could be for the now and the present and the future for the Lakers in terms of the rebuild, the post-LeBron era, which is going to be tough for any organization to navigate. He might be the perfect one to help you do it. So like I said, I don't know if they can get it done, but I like the thought process behind the move.
And I'd say you're signing him for probably, I'd say 5 years. You're probably
he's going to want guarantee. He's going to want security. So,
I mean, this could be that deal. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me, a deal of 6 years, $100 million, which is a huge deal, but that's under the $20 million a year. So you're getting him less than you're paying $20 million a year, which is kind of where you have to be otherwise. But you give him a number that number is staggering.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
He's like, damn. Wait, yeah, he feels I can't turn it down, guys.
You're telling me I'm going to make $100 million. I'm going to have to coach at UConn for another 10 years to make that, and I'm getting it guaranteed. I get fired in 2 years from UConn.
Yeah, you kind of do what Liv did, and it's like, listen, all right, man, I can't turn this down. I'm not going to make this much money in 15 years playing golf. I got to take this money. You got to kind of make up that kind of offer, and I'm with you. I think hovering close to $20 million. What'd you say the highest paid coach is?
Steve Kerr is 17.5.
Okay,
and that's also like Steve Kerr, Popovich, all those guys also are part of personnel decisions. So you add that part stuff in, which it would take him a little bit longer to get into that world.
So subtract that from it. So then you put him maybe like 15, 16 million.
Yeah.
Still got to wow him, though. You got to wow him.
Maybe you're going to want him to be involved in personnel decisions in soon enough.
Maybe you escalate it. Maybe you started low and escalated. Maybe it starts at one point his first year, and then by his third year, it escalates to
6 years,
point.
$100 million is around $16 million, where you'd start about 15 and then would escalate as it goes up. So 14, 15 is beginning, and it goes up throughout the years. But it's like around 6 years, $100 million would be a guess where I figure he would walk away for that.
Nice round figure, then go back to wife and go, babe, it's 6 years, $100 million. We getting it all.
Yeah.
No matter what happens, they fire me in the third year, I'm getting it all.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's worth it. It's LA too. It's the Lakers.
It's LA, and I gotta leave Connecticut.
He's working with LeBron.
I leave Connecticut to go to LA, and then I also don't have to recruit anymore.
Oh, Oh, yes,
Transfer portal's gone.
NIL transfer portal world. No, honestly, you're right about that, man. I've talked to college coaches. It's like it's having another job. It's like having two jobs. Yeah. You're a coach, but you're also a recruiter.
You're gonna pay me more to do less? Job. More to do less?
The American that's the new American dream. We talk about this all the time. Everybody wants to do less work for more money. That is the new American dream. If you can work it out, that's what Live was. That's what people love Live. Like, hey, you mean more money for less work? I'll take it. That's everybody's trying to get there, man. That's everybody's goal.